I am Dr. Jenn, and you are in the den with Dr. Jenn. Today's show, we'll take a fascinating look at safer sex commercials in other countries, learn about film as an educational tool, and guess which words the FCC finds morally objectionable. A lot of them, probably. Our Den Chat today, we've got a guest, Mark Schoen, who is the founder of SexSmartFilms.com, which is an online resource for preserving, archiving, and distributing sexual health and informational media. He's an AASECT certified sexuality educator, and for 3 years served on the National Advisory Council on Sexual Health, led by former U.S. Surgeon General Dr. David Satcher. That is cool. He's an award-winning filmmaker and human sexuality expert, and we are thrilled to have him visiting the Den from Pasadena. Thanks so much for being here.
Great to be here. Thank you.
Okay, so let's start. Tell me what Sex Smart Films is all about.
Sex Smart Films is an archive of only sexual health films. That's sex education, sex therapy. I have PSAs, public service announcements, from 40 different countries.
That's all. How long ago did you start this?
3 years ago.
Nice.
3 years ago we started with 40 films, and today we have 350.
That's awesome. Okay, so why do you think it's valuable and important to use film as a tool for sexual health education?
Well, a lot of young people get their sexual information from film, but unfortunately,
That's for sure.
they get it on the internet, and a lot of young people, if you talk to them, where did you get your early sex information? It was from porn. And porn's great. If you want arousal, if you want entertainment, it's great. But if you want your first sex information, I mean, we have young people who model their sexual behavior after what they see in porn films.
Oh, yeah.
So we're using sexual realism. We're showing real couples who, in fact, I had one young man, we were about to shoot a sex scene, and a young, educated, married couple, smart people, and he said, I have a question for you before we started shooting. And we were about to shoot the sex scene, so I said, okay, what do you want to know? He said, where do you want me to come? And I thought, where is this question coming from? And I said, well, when you make love at home, where do you come? And he was sort of apologetic. He said to me, well, we just come inside. And I said, we want you to be realistic. We want to see what you do in your own bedroom.
Right, and he felt like it wouldn't be entertaining enough.
Yes, exactly. And so we're trying to role model sexual realism. And I think that's something a lot of people don't, we see a lot of sexual behavior, but is it real sex?
Yeah, exactly.
So.
Okay, and I know that you have over 100 public service announcements about HIV and AIDS awareness from other countries, and I would love for us to take a look at one, actually right now from Portugal.
Alguém tem preservativo? Perdoem-me, senhor, mas eles não sabem o que fazem.
Okay, so I get a sense that these commercials from other countries are really different than what we have here and we do here. So what have you noticed that's different, and what can we learn about these?
Well, a lot of them actually show condoms, and you would never see a commercial on television here in the States with a condom. A lot of them use nudity, especially the Europeans. Many of them show different sexual orientations and actually talk about sexual behavior. And one interesting thing is I got two tables, one of HIV deaths by country and one of teen pregnancy rates by country. And it's interesting to see all these European countries that have what we consider inappropriate spots.
Yeah.
Their HIV rate is 5 times lower than ours. Their teen pregnancy rates are 8 times lower than ours, but we're not corrupting our children.
And do you think if we started introducing them, you think Americans could handle this with kind of our prudish backgrounds?
Well, I don't think the spots are what, it's not a cause and effect, but the spots are a reflection of the attitude in the society. And if you look at our spots, our attitude is tell them nothing, keep them ignorant. And we have the data to show what keeping them ignorant does. And I think we should be ashamed of ourselves. And we're having young people dying of AIDS and becoming infected with AIDS. We have more teens becoming pregnant than in countries that don't have the wherewithal that we do. And it's unacceptable in my mind. And if you look at some of these spots from these countries, you think, oh, we're living in the dark ages. So
yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for what you're doing out there and for the public service you're doing for all of us in the United States. So let's give a hand to Mark. Thank you so much. And if you would like to learn more about Mark's work, you can go to sexsmartfilms.com. Sexual fun fact. Okay, since we've been talking about, how the United States is kind of behind the times regarding sexuality, here's my sexual fun fact for you. True or false, the FCC morally objects to the following words to being said on TV in a sexual content: wet, cream, moist, and swallow. True or false? True. There we go. Yeah, at least they don't, it's not totally censored, but they kind of morally object. At least according to buzzhead.com, this is true. And so apparently it's okay if I say, not in a sexual contact, wow, it's hot at the beach today, and since I was feeling warm and moist, I took a dip and ended up getting really wet. But while drying off, I really enjoyed swallowing my ice cream. Apparently that's okay. All right, I want to thank you so much to Mark for sharing his videos and his passion with us.
You're welcome.
And if you want to find me online, you can go to drjensden.com or Facebook and Twitter at Dr. Jen's Den. And as always, be kind to yourself.